I know I keep saying I want to fast, but I know and recognize my weakness, which is that I am lacking willpower. And because I'm bored, and whenever I'm bored, I just end up stuffing my face. That's the problem. And I want more variety, because you see my mush that I'm eating every fucking day. It's like every day it's the same shit. I just want something different. I have to unbutton this so that it'll be comfortable. That's how bad it is. I want to all I want to do is show off all the cute things in my wardrobe that I never get to wear. This is from Albania. Like I said, go to Albania to buy your slutty clothes. So make sure that you have extra space in your luggage for shopping. And this backdrop, as you can see, I just threw it there because it doesn't matter how it looks. The important thing about what I do when I'm making these videos is that everything looks different. Right now, you see I have these different girls with me. That's how I know right away. It was like, oh, okay, it was that day when I had XYZ on camera with me in the shot. All these little things, like this backdrop looking like this, because you've seen like just the fuchsia one, and then just the pink one, but I don't think you've seen it like this, laid out like this, right? And then of course the balloons. Everything is space and information. If it's not me, it's some other information, and after a while you get bored even looking at me. So that's the reason why I have to like focus the camera on other things. This is how you stay entertaining, in my opinion, because the problem is that we're just bombarded with marketing and social media, and I feel like everybody nowadays has the attention span of a toddler. And we're just designed, like the social media platform executives, that's exactly what they want. They want you to keep scrolling and scrolling. They want you to spend all your time on all your devices. But that's not what I want. You know what I mean? So understanding and recognizing and being able to identify your addictions, because that renders you a slave to your addiction. Think about it. We've created our own invisible prison. I don't know if you see any of the things that I talk about, like if it ever rings a bell to you where somebody was talking about how we created our own prisoner. We're prisoners. We created our own prison, right? The guy was talking about how people want to leave New York City. And mind you, I'm from New York City. That's where I grew up. People want to leave, but like, where the fuck are we going to go? If I could just walk through a magic portal and end up in another planet, a better planet, where there's no jealousy, then don't you think I would have done that a long ass time ago? Why would I be here if I could just snap my fingers and magically teleport to some better place? You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys watch near-death experiences. There's a whole bunch of people talking about sharing their experiences about how they died and shit like that. And I don't know what your beliefs are, but I read enough books, and I don't want to bring religion or God into my videos, because religion and your beliefs, whatever you believe, affects everything. If you believe that you're unworthy, then you're never going to have anything good coming into your life. And I was showing you that other book that I was reading, the I Could Do Anything, or I don't know exactly the words. I could do anything if I knew what it was. That's really the only book that I feel at this present moment is truly resonating with how I feel. And she talks a lot about your childhood and how that affects the choices that you make in life. I'm pretty sure not all of us grew up with a fucking silver spoon in our mouths, right? Where your parents, you know, arguing about money, or, you know, just being in a low vibe, toxic environment. Or maybe, you know, you unconsciously see, I mean, I know I said I didn't want to, like, talk about such personal things, and I want to leave some things for mystery, but it's like, I guess making these videos is a little bit of like my own self-therapy. I told you I don't want to have money involved. Like, as I'm first starting to make these videos, I see this as my own self-discovery process. I'm trying to like take out all the knots. And anyway, you know, looking back at my own family, it's like kind of sad and depressing when you think about it. It's like, I know my parents' generation, they didn't have it very good, you know? And, you know, of course I love my family, and it's just like, I can't do the healing for you. They have all these like meditations, past life regression, hypnotherapy, and all that stuff. But ultimately, the people who really need healing, they're not gonna take these action steps to go heal themselves. That's why it's important for you to learn about yourself. There's a book called The 5 Love Languages. I don't know if you've read that. But that, I think, is also another helpful book. Because once you find out what somebody's love language is, then that's really the most effective way of communicating with them. Because that's the only way that they are going to understand that you love them. Is, let's just say, for example, by giving them a gift, if that's their love language. My parents, I know their love language is acts of service. And that would be like something such as doing their dishes, helping them with whatever they need help with. Let's just say, for example, if they suck at technology and they need you to help them find certain things online, right? Some simple things that come as second nature to you, like, oh, let me just Google it, or go on YouTube, how to do, right? The generation before us, meaning your parents and grandparents, they didn't have that luxury, you know? They have the library, but did they have the luxury of time to improve themselves? You know what I mean? So, anyway, I just want to say that sometimes it's like they talk about healing your inner child. And when I'm talking about healing, it's like I look at my parents, let's just say, and I wish I could just like give their child version of them a hug, because that's what they are lacking. They didn't have enough love growing up. They can only give you what they know. The tools for success, if they didn't get all that love and attention when they were growing up, then how do you expect them to be a stellar parent? They're only doing their best if you're lucky enough to have parents who care and give a fuck, right? Because you could have grown up with shitty, drug addict, loser, deadbeat parents that are, that don't give a fuck about you. And unfortunately, that's why I find myself having a lot of questions like, oh yeah, so I just chose everything. I just chose to come back here and do this shit again and again and again. Like, I don't want to learn anymore, man. I just want to enjoy my fucking life. How about that?